Hi, welcome back to Health, Wealth, and Tech. Today, I'm going to be talking about the fact that Apple has just dropped some AI tools, but nobody's talking about it. Why? I have no idea, but today we're going to be breaking down what these tools are, how they work, why some people have these tools and why some other people don't have it, and why it might be Apple's most underrated AI tool. Let's dive in. You don't want to miss out. So today we are going to be talking about some of the tools that Apple has added. And the first one I'm going to be talking about, I'm just going to be talking about two, by the way. And the first one is the Genmoji, and the second one is the Image Playground by Apple. Now, these are two really cool tools that have been added alongside with the new version of Siri, which also has ChatGPT integrated in it. And personally, I think that is so awesome. While I'm talking about these, I'm also going to be doing a little tutorial on how to use the app. So let's dive right into it. Right here we have the playground, and this is what it looks like. I just click on it, and we are going to be generating an image. You can see it has different styles. It has different themes. It has, costumes. It also has accessories, right? So let's just look through. And it has places as well. So you can choose however you want it to be. You describe an image. Down there where it says describe an image, there's some of the items I've generated. So to generate a new one, you just click on the plus button. So let's dive in. For this to show you what it looks like, I'm gonna say, let's think of an image. A pink poodle, or let's just say a dog. A dog wearing a pink suit. Okay? And we're gonna let that generate. This also generates really fast. This is the first image, the second image. And just like every other AI tool, you have to sometimes keep regenerating. But for some of what I found with this playground, it's very, it doesn't morph too much of your pictures. It remains consistent with the generations that it comes up with. So let's be a little bit more specific. A pink poodle wearing a black suit. And we're going to generate that and take this one off. As you guys can see, this is the image it came up with, which I think it's pretty good. Now, if I go back in there, another thing I like is you can edit the same prompt. It doesn't just let you start all over again. So if you ever forget your prompt, you don't have to worry about, thinking of how to retype to match up with the prompt you had before. It just lets you go and edit your prompt, just like ChatGPT, which is so cool. And now we're gonna say standing on its hind legs and generate. As you can see, that is pretty good. And you can see the consistency with the poodle and with the way it looks. I think this is awesome. Now, one thing I'm gonna show you is how you can use your own image. And another thing I want to mention is they have different styles, right? This is sort of a con. I wish it had more styles. They just have two. One is animation and the other one is illustration. So this is what the illustration would look like. I think it's pretty good. Like if you're someone who likes to write children's books, or you do comics, or you just like to draw, or you're into some kind of art, I think this is really good. Like with illustrations, I think it does a really, really good job. Now I'm going to show you guys, let's go back to animation. how the accessories, themes, and places and costumes work. So let's say we want this dog to be in a rainforest. You just add rainforest and then it loads. See that? Wonderful. Absolutely cool. Now, if I wanted the dog to probably have sunglasses on, I just click that. Sometimes it will ask you to put the image of a person instead of your generation. So this is what it looks like. This is pretty cool, isn't it? Now, if I wanted the dog to wear a flower crown, I just add that. I think this is pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. It's pretty good for an AI generator, right? It's pretty good. If I wanted it to wear a bow tie, and this is combining different things together. You see that? Still wearing a floral crown, now wearing a bow tie, and the bow tie to match the crown is, it's really awesome. Now, if I wanted to wear a beret instead of a flower crown, I just take off the flower crown with the minus button there. As you can see, that's what it looks like wearing a beret, still standing on its hind legs. I think this is beautiful. If we wanted it in a different atmosphere, we're gonna say lighthouse. And look at how that goes. Would you look at that? That is so awesome, right? Now, if I want to save this, I just hit done and it saves. You can save that to your images or whatever. And these are my generations and plus to create another one. Like I was showing you, if I want to use a photo of myself, for example, I will go to my camera roll or photos, and let's use a photo of Jimena. So right now it's going to generate something that looks like Jimena. And I think that's pretty good, especially the fact that it's generating a photo of an avatar and not a photo of a person. So as you can see, the bob is pretty down, right? The eyes are, look at these two pigtails. So let's say we want Jimena to be wearing a costume. Let's give her a superhero costume. See that? And like I said, this generates pretty fast. Let's make her I think we tried a royalty. I'm not sure, but let's try royalty again. And that's what she looks like. So let's give her a fantasy environment and just see what that looks like. As you guys can see, that is what it looks like. Let's put, some hearts in there and make it winter. Wow, I think this looks really beautiful. And wow, I think this is a great job. Notice how the characters are very consistent and it's hardly changing or morphing her face into something that we don't want. And let's try one more, which is sunset. So sometimes if it overgenerates, you can feel free to remove like some of the themes that you've chosen. As you can see, this is very beautiful. We'll throw in the fantasy there. You can add as much as you want, remove as much as you want, and it'll still come out perfect. Now, like I said, you can always make it an illustration or an animation. This is what it looks like, and it looks pretty good. If you're someone who likes to write storybooks, or you're someone who just likes to draw and you don't want to take all that time to draw, I think this is really good for visual books, book covers, and I really like it. I like the way it's come out, and it's very good with the consistency. All you have to do is describe what you want it to look like, and yeah. So I'm going to show you guys what the next one looks like. So for the Genmoji, we're going to come to our messages and click on the plus button. You can see the image playground is now right there, and Genmoji. So how this works is it basically creates a new emoji based on your description. So let's say a dancing cow. Now, let's say a dancing cow in a suit. You see that? This is so cool. Now, let's try a different Genmoji idea, and let's say a tower cake. Oh, a stone cake. Let's see that. Say you're talking to your friend and you're saying, hey, I was thinking today about the idea of a stone cake, or have you ever tried a stone cake? And they say, what the heck is that? You can now have emojis. And I don't know if some of you have felt like, Apple needs to create some emojis. They need to create certain things because I want to use certain emojis. You now have the option of making your emoji. And I should mention that this comes with the new iOS 18.2. I believe that's it. So you can feel free to create as many and as much emojis as you want to create, and text as many and as much emojis as you want to text. Now we're going to go into the last thing, which is the new Siri. So I'm going to show you guys how the Siri works, and basically it works like this. Hey Siri, and it's going to come up in a different way. It comes up as basically like a multicolored rectangle around your screen, or a square, however your screen is shaped. Another thing I should add is that you can now integrate ChatGPT into Siri. So basically, I just tell it what I want, something along the lines of, hey Siri, plan daily tasks for me to do on my trip to Mexico. And it tells you, do you want me to integrate ChatGPT? Yes or no? So you can basically integrate ChatGPT into Apple right now, and that is one of the best things ever. Into Siri, I mean, that is one of the best things ever. So let me know if some of you have these tools, because with the new iOS, it's not going to be on the older phones. It will be on the newer ones, and it will be on the updated iPhones. So let me know if some of you have seen this on your phone. Let me know if some of you have these tools and if some of you don't have them. And just leave some comments down below. Don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe. Let me know if you're also going to be checking it out if you don't already have it. And yeah, stay tuned for more tech updates like this, and have a wonderful day. Mwah.